the biggest takeaway is like, okay, start by looking at your own core beliefs. Start by exploring what kind of limiting beliefs you might have. If ever firing someone feels difficult and challenging, it is probably showing you that there is a little boundary, misalignment within yourself in terms
Mhm.
of like, oh, I'm so afraid to set a certain boundary, and therefore I'm afraid of, maybe firing that person. Do you think it could also be maybe connected to the fear of rejection?
Oh, absolutely.
Mm,
Absolutely. Absolutely. And and it's not just fear of rejection, it's there's a fear like letting go of this person, that the first person that I fired. I was so afraid that I was making a mistake that was going to impact my business, that I continued to keep working with this person. And the problem was that that person and I were so out of alignment, it was making me physically ill. So while on the one level, he appeared to be good for the business, on another level, if I was physically ill, then it wasn't, right? And so the fear of upsetting him, the fear of upsetting clients, the
mm.
fear of making a mistake, all of those were wrapped up in that rejection, that worthiness, that, whatever the case might be. I could label so many different things that are somehow tied to that. It's just, yeah, very much so.
I can just see how many women would navigate that situation.
I think so. And like I explored, and if they're in a hurry to get something done, then work with somebody, right? If they
With the
have the
fastest track.
time and the desire and they really want to explore all these different things. I mean, this sort of thing didn't happen in my world when I was first starting out. There weren't coaches out there to help with this. I didn't have you in the background that I could say, hey, Nat, I need some help. Right. So none of that happened in when I was going through and figuring all of this out. So for me, it was literally going through books and reading books, or I would run into a healer somewhere and I'd say, oh, what's that modality? I don't know anything about that. And so I would explore it and I would take and tweak things to fit my world. Right. So even when I say to somebody, yes, do an inner child journey, even that for me looks different than what it would look like for you because I've taken and tweaked things.
You made it your own. And I think
Yeah,
this is the best way also. It's like you adapt it to what your specific human needs. It's not like a one size fit
yeah,
all. It's so
yeah.
individual.